Premier League prediction time, baby! Let's get it.
Now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between, welcome back to the channel. We're back with another video, and today seems like a lot of people are doing it. Thought I might jump on the hype train. We're doing Premier League predictions. Yes, it's probably like the 15,000th video doing Premier League predictions, but here we are. Alright, there's no better time than the present. So I don't even want to waste much time. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get straight into it, bro. We're going to start off with the Premier League table, and then we're going to go into like individual events. You feel me? Individual shit. But yeah, my pick for the Premier League champions, once again, back to back, my beloved Liverpool. Why do I think Liverpool are winning the league? Solely because I think we've had the best transfer window of the big teams. I think we haven't regressed as much as you'd say other teams have. Manchester City have made signings, but they still don't have Rodri. He's injured again. Arsenal, they're still Arsenal. Chelsea, I don't think they're I don't know, at the level where they can like do something crazy like that. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's why I think Liverpool are winning the league. Second, pretty out there, pretty obscure shout. I'm going with Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to finish second. I think they have a pretty good team. They have a good core. Maresca is a good manager. I think he can do something this season. Third, City. Not much of a crazy shout there. I think City are going to finish third. They haven't had the greatest of luck. Not luck, but like Pep is kind of falling off, man. He's kind of cooked, bro. Can't lie. Low-key, that nigga's cooked. Fourth, might be a bit of a crazy left field shout, but I'm going with Spurs. I think Spurs have had a great window, to be honest. Buying Kudus. Apparently they're in for that El Kanous guy from Leicester. I think they have a great manager in Thomas Frank. He was one of the options that Liverpool were looking at, apparently, to replace Klopp. So he's a good manager, man. I think they finished fourth. And fifth, getting potentially the final Champions League spot, Arsenal. This will, like, I'll explain my thinking later on, but I think Arsenal are going to finish fifth. Sixth, I am going with Manchester United. I think they're going to drastically improve from last season. You know, you can't get much worse than 15th. That's fucking crazy. And they've had a much better team than last season. They've improved. I think internally the club is like at a better place. You know, they said they were broke. Yeah.
So that was a fucking lie.
They've bought great players. They bought Mbeumo, Sesko, Cunha. That's a brand new front three. That's way better than what they had last year. Yeah, I'm gonna go sixth for United. Seventh, Newcastle. They're losing Isak. They haven't really bought in a striker. I think they will get a striker, even though they do lose Isak. I do think that they will get a striker in, whether it be Wisa or Samu or Watkins or whoever it is, whoever it may be. I think they will bring in a striker, and I think they finish seventh, which would probably be either Conference or Europa. I don't know. Eighth, Forest. Yeah, they're okay, I guess. Mid-table again. Maybe they could finish a bit lower than that. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm gonna put Villa in eighth. Put Villa eighth, Forest in ninth. Yeah, I'm gonna swap the two. Villa eighth. Is Emery still? I think Emery's still there. He's doing an okay job, I guess. If they can get in, like, they haven't really bought anyone. I think they've spent like 500,000. No, fuck that. Nah, I'm putting Brentford eighth. Yeah, Brentford eighth. Forest 9, Villa 10. Villa haven't done anything. They really haven't done anything. Brighton, if they can keep Baleba, I think they can do something this season. They can push for European football. But yeah, 11th, Bournemouth. mid-table. Again, they've lost basically their whole back line, which is like credit to their recruitment and stuff. Credit to Richard Hughes. 3 out of their 4 defenders have basically gone to some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Dean Huijsen has gone to Madrid. Milos Kerkez has gone to Liverpool. And Ilya Zabani is going to PSG. So shout out to them. I think they finished 11th next season or this season. 12th, Brentford. Not much really. I don't know who their manager is, but they're just mid-table in it, middle of the pack. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Palace 13th. Again, Palace in 12th or 13th. It's like a marriage made in mid-table. You feel me? So yeah. Fulham 14th. Again, not much I can say. I think it's still Marco Silva. They haven't really done anything crazy. So yeah, I don't have much to say about that situation over there. 15th, Everton. I think Everton, they're gonna have another box standard season. They finished 13th last season. I think they're gonna finish 15th this season. New stadium, so it might be a bit shaky. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a place of comfort. I guess not yet. Eventually they will get there, but I think they finished 15th. 16th, bit of a shock. Maybe some people might be like, how are they this low? Sunderland. I'm gonna go with Sunderland. I think Sunderland are gonna be a surprise for a lot of people. They've had an insane window. I know a lot of teams have had like great windows historically and have still gone on to be relegated, but I think they might be one of the outliers. Sunderland, that's prime Barclays. That's great for the sport, great for the competition. A Premier League without Sunderland, is it really a Premier League? Is it really a Premier League? 17th, I'm gonna go with West Ham. I think they barely escaped the drop. Barely. Honestly, it could be a coin toss between them and 18th. Genuinely, it could be a coin toss. I got Wolves in 18th. You could pick coin toss, literally coin toss between who's gonna stay up and who's gonna get relegated. The 19th and 20th, I got Leeds and Burnley. Them two are dead food. I don't think they've really done anything substantial in the window. They haven't done anything to I don't know, wow me or something. They haven't moved me, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been moved by Burnley and Leeds, bro. They ain't doing nothing for me, alright? They haven't done anything for me. Alright, now that we're done with the table, let's move on to the individual scenarios and stuff. Player of the season, Mo Salah. Not much of a surprise. I think he does it again. I think he breaks the record. Would he break the record? I think he does break the record. I think that would be record breaking. It would be like his 3rd or 4th Premier League Player of the Season award. Yeah, no one's ever done that, so I think Mo is going to be the Player of the Season. Young Player of the Season, Ryan Cherki or Miles Lewis-Skelly. I think Ryan Cherki is going to have a very good season. Even though, I don't know, maybe Pep is like a bit of a terrorist sometimes with technical players, but I think Cherki is going to have a very good season. Miles Lewis-Skelly, I think he's also a very good player. Yeah, I think Miles Lewis-Skelly is a great talent. He's only like 19 or something, so yeah. I think he's gonna have a very good season from left back as well, which is in a position that he's used to, but that's Arteta, innit? Surprise of the season, Sunderland. I think they're gonna shock a lot of people, Sunderland, next season. They definitely will. Like, a lot of people are gonna be like, "Raw, what? That's crazy. We did not expect that. Sunderland are pushing for like mid-table. That's crazy." I think they're gonna shock a lot of people next season. Wild card of the season, Mikel Arteta is getting sacked. Yes, I said it. Mikel Arteta is getting sacked at some point during the season. Why do I think he's getting sacked? Solely because Mikel Arteta hasn't done anything substantial in the past 5 years. He joined in 2020. The only thing he's done is won a FA Cup that was basically given to him. Like, he joined Arsenal when they were... When was it? Like, when was it? Like January 2020, I think. That's when he joined. So yeah, it's not good, bro. It's not looking good. He hasn't done anything of note since. He's finished twice, 3 seasons in a row, which is fucking crazy. That's crazy. No one talks about that enough. That Arsenal have finished second 3 seasons in a row, bro. No other team has done that besides Arsenal. That's insane, bro. That's insane. If that was literally any other manager, their fans would be calling for their head. If Klopp finished second 3 seasons in a row, people will be calling for his head. If Pep finished second 3 seasons in a row, people will be calling for his head. Yeah, it's a bald head, but they'll be calling for his head nonetheless. You know, Arteta has gotten away with a lot of shit, man. A lot. And I think this season is finally like the last straw. I think this is his last opportunity to try and prove something. If he doesn't win like a cup double or a Champions League or a Premier League, I think he's cooked. I do think he's cooked. The fans are losing faith in him. And I think once you lose the faith of the fans, then you cook. Because the same thing happened to Wenger. Wenger, did he get sacked or did he leave? Like, a lot of people wanted him out before they got Emery. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna be at Arsenal for much longer than you expect. Yeah. If he doesn't get sacked, then the fans are definitely gonna be calling for his head. That's definitely something that I can see happening this season. They're already flipping saying that he's kind of cooked from preseason games, which is crazy. I mean, they're continuing with their fucking, their set piece antics, which is like, yeah, that's a great tactic, but like, what else are you doing? You know, you haven't shown any tactical evolution in the past 3 years, you know, which is a bit crazy, but yeah, moving on. Playmaker award, I think it's going to be Salah. I think this season he's going to lock in, man. You can already see it from the preseason games. He looks reinvigorated. You know, he's happy that he's playing with an actual striker ahead of him. He's playing with Hugo Ekitike. He's playing with someone who can actually finish their lunch. He's playing with Florian Wirtz. He's got ballers around him, you know. Ballers around him. Potentially Isak coming in, who knows? Who knows? If Isak comes in, I think he's a surefire Playmaker award winner. But yeah, I think this season, finally, Henry's record gets broken. Even though technically it's already been broken by not broken. Was it broken or was it matched? No, I think he broke it. Yeah, it was technically broken by De Bruyne in the 1920 season. But they kind of, I don't know, they scammed him out of an assist. So, yeah. But I think, like, officially he breaks it. Yeah, he's going to have an insane season again. Potential Ballon d'Or winner this season. I don't know. If he can win AFCON, then I think next season he can have a good shout for Ballon d'Or. If you win the league or Champions League or both, I think he can put out a good account of himself as like a front runner for the Ballon d'Or. And Golden Boot, not much of a surprise here. Erling Haaland, yeah, he's just insane, innit? Like, a lot of people talk shit about Haaland, and I get it. He did have a down-ish season, but he got like 24 goals last season, which is still insane, bro. That's still crazy. That's not like something that we can look down upon. That's not something that we can look down upon. 20-something goals in a Premier League season isn't that bad when you only played like 30 games as well. He missed a big chunk of the season. He missed like 2 months of the season. He was out injured. People need to remember that. And if he wasn't injured, he probably wins the Golden Boot. I'm going to be honest with you. He probably does win it. He probably does. Those extra 8-ish games that he could have played, he probably gets another 6 to 10 goals within that range, you know. Plus it was early in the season, so we know the nigga likes to stat pad early in the season, you know. So he probably could have done something crazy. But I don't like people shit talking on Erling. Like, he's an insane striker. He's probably the greatest goal scorer this league has ever seen, if we're being honest. He got 100 goals in his second season, I think. Either his second or like very early last season. Which is insane, bro. We can't just downplay that, all right? He's nuts. Like, I get the conversations of like saying Isak is the best striker in the world. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Both strikers on their day, I don't think Isak can lace Haaland's boots. Like there are things that Isak can do better than Haaland, but there's just things that Haaland is the absolute best on the planet at. You know, I don't necessarily think that Isak is the greatest dribbler in the world, but he's a very accomplished dribbler. I don't think he's the greatest finisher in the world, but he's a very good one. Erling Haaland, he's the absolute best finisher on the planet. You cross the ball into the box, one touch, tell him to finish, it's most likely going to be a goal. But yeah, I don't wanna glaze the nigga too much because he is a op at the end of the day. But yeah, those are my predictions. Let's go through it again. No, I'm not gonna go through it again. I'm just gonna put like a graphic or something there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Like, comment, I don't know, subscribe, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm out. Have a good one. Deuces.